Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Hello, my Gemini. So let's see. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. My daughter's been getting on my butt, Gemini, about promoting. And then she just told me if I don't start using my GoPro, she gonna take it and sell it. So after this video, I'm gonna have to try to configure my GoPro and see if I can get it to work. I don't know why technology, especially last month, and it could have been Mercury retrograde, was just not working in my favor. My GoPro, working on my website, nothing was going on. And I know a lot of you going to be techies. I know a lot of you play video games because I live with a Gemini. And a lot of you have the smarts, but I can't get my Gemini over here to help me put this stuff up. And my Libra brain should be able to figure this out, but I get so impatient with it. So we will see after this video if I can persuade my Gemini. I might have to buy him some food or something, I don't know, to come in here and help me get my technology updated, or at least to a point where my daughter will stay off my ass. So my life of a Gemini and a Sagittarius for kids, right? So Gemini, the first thing that I get with you guys is a lot of you, speaking of technology, maybe finding yourself drawn to a job that has more technology attached to it. For some of you, I feel like you could be even doing something with a travel or travel industry. Now, I don't know if this is air traffic controller or if there's something where you're navigating with computers or you're using some type of system that has to do with transportation other than just your vehicle or your car. This could be airplanes, trains, buses, truck drivers. I'm not sure, but I feel like whatever it is, there could be some type of attachment to technology or a system with that. Some of you may be hearing good news about this job coming in, especially if you've been kind of on the fence about it. So maybe you applied for something, you put something out there, and now you're finally getting a call back or some type of correspondence saying that we would like to interview you or you have the job. So I feel like something good is going to be coming your way. A few of you are going to be looking at a new place to live. Now, you may be looking at apartments. If you already live in an apartment, I feel like you could be moving to a bigger apartment or a house. I feel like somebody is stepping. Like if they're sharing space with somebody, they're moving into a bigger space. And then if they're into a bigger space, they're moving into a bigger space. So if you have a roommate or something like that, you may be deciding that I'm going to get a bigger space and go solo, or you may be moving into a house where you're going to have more roommates. But I definitely feel like there's some type of expansion or growth that's coming in within your living arrangements for this year, especially if you put it on hold. Because of COVID last year, I feel like some of you are waiting for your money to get better so you can go ahead and move ahead. Now, I do feel like there is this thing too of education, going back to school. This could be attached to the new job where you're having some on-the-job training. Um, I feel like there is adding to your knowledge or adding to your education that brings in more money. This could be taking some classes, getting a mentor, studying under someone, or somebody taking you under their wings and just kind of showing you. Um, you may be connecting with a mentor, whether this is for something financial, as far as a job or a new beginning in a job. For some of you, this could even be spiritual, where you're making a connection with someone where they're helping you learn or grow spiritually. I definitely feel like some of you are going to be closing a chapter because you have a new one beginning, and maybe you're a little bit apprehensive about what is this new beginning. There's some indecision. So for some, I feel like either this is adulting where you're starting to branch out into the world, or for some of you, this could be some type of midlife career change or change where it's like, okay, I've done this, now I want to do something completely different, Gemini. I do feel for a few of you, there's new vehicles that are coming in. Could be using your income tax to finance these vehicles. Some of you are going to be getting some news about a new job that's coming in and you need to make car repairs, or either you need to go, or you're going to go ahead and purchase a new vehicle. So I feel like that is going to open up for you. For a few, if you do have a vehicle, please check your tire pressure. I'm getting this energy of being on the road and your vehicle may either have a flat or your tire may be low, and it could be spirit saying, warning you that you need to go ahead and get ahead of that so that it doesn't happen. I'm not getting an accident with it, so I feel like that this may be a warning where spirit is like, okay, look, just go ahead and get ahead of it. So if you're going on a road trip or anything like that, make sure you're checking your oil, your fluids, and your tire pressure. Now, for a few of you, I feel like you're going to be starting something and branching out into something that puts you in the limelight. This could be on social media. For some of you, you could be making commercials. You could be in front of the camera. You could be a model. You could be an entertainer. But I feel like that this month, and really this year, you have an energy that's kind of pushing you out there. Like, okay, we want to see you, or we want to see you in this position, or we want to acknowledge what you do. So some of you may have been behind the background. And now people are like, okay, look, come up to the forward, take a bow. You did some hard work. Let us acknowledge you. So I do feel like you have something that's going to be opening up for you that puts you in the forefront, whether you were an introvert or an extrovert. I feel like people are going to be kind of like, come up and let people see you. So there is some recognition that's coming in. For a few of you, you actually could even be finding yourself connecting to some type of celebrity or someone that may open doors for you. It could even turn into a romantic relationship, but I feel like somebody may have some type of status. Either way it goes, there's a lot of growth that comes in, Gemini. Now, for a few, you may have someone, and I feel like it could be masculine energy. This could be father, grandfather, big brother, or a really good friend that you might be making some decisions, and they're like, why are you doing it? Makes no sense to me. Like, why are you making this decision? Or either you may even feel like somebody's putting pressure on you to make a decision. Like, what are you going to do? What is the plan? Do you have a blueprint of what you're trying to do? So this could even be a boss where I feel like somebody's constantly like, what are you doing? What are you like, they're pushing you. So you may have this energy this month where you're like, okay, hold up, stop, back up. You may find yourself defending yourself or saying, this is why I do what I do. Or you may be talking to this person and trying to explain yourself. I feel like it will be up until a point. Geminis don't really talk to me a whole lot. I don't feel like y'all talk a lot. Y'all not like Libras and Aquarius do. I feel like you talk when you have something to say, or when you get irritated, or your responses sometimes to me are straight to the point. In fact, a lot of you prefer to text back and forth than verbally use the energy to actually use vocal cords. Because I have a lot of Gemini friends around, and I'm like, they text, they text, they text, they don't call, they don't talk. So you may have this energy where you may have somebody that's like, you're not talking to me, or you're not expressing yourself to me. And for some of you, maybe you don't want to. For a few, maybe you don't know how to. Or for some, it may not even be this person's business. And you're like, I'm not going to share anything with you. But I feel like that you may find yourself in hermit mode at some point this month where it's like, I don't really want to talk. Whether this is I want to just be by myself, or I want to be in my own energy, or you just don't feel like sharing yourself with other people around you. And I mean, honestly, take your pace. Take your pace. Pace it how you want it. Have your space where if you don't want people invading it, then that's completely up to you. I do feel like you will be meeting a love interest this month, and they may be completely different than what you expected. Could be different race, different culture. Maybe there's a language barrier with this person. Maybe they speak a different language and you can't communicate freely with them. I'm not really sure, but I'm getting something with communication or miscommunication that may be coming through this month, Gemini. I will say that for a few of you, you may meet somebody that is completely opposite of what you would think you would be attracted to. And you may not know how to express that, but you could be interested, or this person is very interested in you and you don't know where you want to take it. Take your time. Some of you are going to be connecting with same-sex relationships where you may have somebody who wants you to come out of the closet, and that could be with this recognition that's coming in where somebody is judging you or pushing you to put yourself out there, and you're like, wait a minute, let me do this. Let me get to that point. You could be meeting somebody that is openly living their life, and there may be things about your life that you don't want to share with everybody, and this person is like, come on, let's do it. So I will say, do not let somebody manipulate you into something you don't feel comfortable with this month. Whether this is a friend or a love interest or a family member, stand your ground on what makes you feel comfortable. Um, I feel like that there may be some conflict with your perception or the way you want to live your life versus the way somebody else wants you to live your life. But bottom line, it's your life, Gemini. Let's see what we got. Hermit. Like I said, some of you might be pulling away from some energy. Seven of Wands, because you feel like you need to defend yourself. Let's see. The devil card. Somebody may be talking about you drink too much, you eat too much, you sex too much, you drug too much. Maybe you don't feel like you do. We got the 7 of Cups. We got the 9 of Blades. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Cups. 3 of Wands. The Hierophant. The Justice card. The 2 of Blades. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Cups. The King of Wands. The 3 of Coins. And let's see one more. Where is this leading you to? The Star card. Recognition. Thank you, Spirit. Well, I don't even know why I'm pulling cards at this point. They're giving me the same message that we already talked about, but we're going to go into it. All right. So the first thing that I get, I feel like some of you may have somebody that has an opinion about your life. Now, with the Devil card, and this is a general read, this could even be you. Why are you doing something in excess? You know, we got a gambler. He got some weed in his hand. He got a bottle of champagne in the back seat. So we got somebody that may be having some issues with addiction. And with the 7 of Wands, we got this person feeling like I need to defend myself. Maybe somebody is saying, you know, you're doing a little bit too much. You know, you need to be focusing on your career, your path, or whatever you want to do, but instead you're out here in the street gambling, you drinking, you sexting, or you could be dating someone who has this energy, in your family could be speaking out on this, friends or family. I feel like that there may be an issue when it comes to Gemini, that some people may be looking at something that you're doing and feeling like, you know what, it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And I feel like it could be because they're worried about you, Gemini. If this is not them worried about you, you could be dealing with somebody who has an addiction and you're worried about them. But it looks like that there's some worries where people are kind of looking at you and worried about possibly, I feel like, health. I feel like that you may have people that are concerned about your health. Are you taking care of yourself? Or is your diet good for you? You know, should you be drinking? Should you be eating certain things, going certain places? Maybe you're not getting enough rest. Because even with the 9 Blades, we get somebody who is stressed out. They're not sleeping. They got a little bit of insomnia. I love the pug in this because I have a good friend that has a pug that would be, I think, a Gemini. So you may be dealing with this issue where you're stressing, and it could be because maybe some people are coming at you sideways, or you have some things that are coming at you that you feel like you have to defend yourself about. Now, with the 7 of Cups, a lot of times when I see this, this is too much going on. I have too much going on in my life, too much going on in my mind. I got ideas coming in. I'm trying to do a lot of things, and maybe not everything is panning out the way that you want. So some of you could be having an issue with focusing. You may be struggling with some decisions that you want to make, and you're worried that people may not accept it. You know, you may have to defend some of the things that you want to do. Maybe some of you people have told you a few things that you've done have been bad decisions, or some of you may be coming to the conclusion that some of the things you've done have been bad decisions. I really feel like this energy is coming more so from people around you. I get a little bit of gossip. I get a little bit of animosity when it comes to the energy surrounding you. And that could be why the Hermit card comes out first. Some of you may be dealing with an energy where it's like, you know what, I don't really want to be around a lot of people right now. I don't really want to share myself with a lot of people right now. I want to do some self-reflection. I want to spend some time getting to know me. I want to study, research some things. Or either the energy is just too stressful. So I feel like I need to pull back. Some of you have to be really careful that you're not over medicating or self medicating using alcohol, drugs, food, sex, other things, especially if you are taking other medication. If you're taking medication that is prescribed by a doctor and you're drinking or doing other drugs, this could be detrimental to your health. And I do feel like there's some concerns about your health. So you may have some people that are watching this and they have some concerns. For some of you, you could be watching a person do this and you have concerns. I do feel like there's this major shift that's happening in your life, Gemini. Some of you are definitely having some type of spiritual growth that's coming in. With the Hierophant, we have somebody who's either teaching classes or we have a student that's learning classes. Now, we do have some conflict with this. Some of you could be teachers, and maybe you're having some conflict with the people that you're dealing with or the people that you work with. I feel like for some, this is possibly work obstacles where we have people that may not be happy. With the Two of Blades, some of you could be trying not to look at this. Maybe there's problems that you don't want to see, or maybe you do see the problems and other people don't want to see it. But I feel like there could be some work conflict that's coming in. This could be either in an office, if you are a teacher. This could be with students. And for some of you with the Hierophant, this is a spiritual teacher. This is somebody that is sharing some type of esoteric knowledge. Some of you could be traveling, teaching classes. Some of you may even be thinking about taking classes. But it shows that there may be some conflict around what you do or how you do it. So you may be having some type of fallout with a person that is connected to your spirituality. Or there could be some fallout because of spiritual beliefs. Maybe you don't believe in what they believe, they don't believe in what you believe. But it looks like needing a mediator, somebody to come in and help balance the situation. Now, this could be, if you take the spirituality out of it, you could be having some issue with a coworker and you need a supervisor, somebody to come in and balance this, to mediate it. HR, I don't know what's going on with this person. We're knocking heads. We need to get on the same path. Maybe somebody that was over you didn't want to see this problem, but now we're at a point where it has to be mediated. So it looks like something that maybe was hidden or maybe you weren't trying to deal with or other people weren't trying to deal with is coming to the surface. And that could be this thing of 7 Wands where somebody feels like I need to defend this. Whether this is at work, with friends, with family, there is a situation that looks like it needs to be rectified or mediated, Gemini. Now, this could be you getting between two friends. For some of you, this literally could be somebody that is not agreeing with the path you're taking in your life. I don't like what you're doing. I don't like how you're doing it. But I feel like there is some type of enlightenment that's going to be coming to you guys. There's some type of spiritual growth. You may be getting some type of message from spirit. Some of you may be having some very vivid dreams. But I definitely feel like they're giving you warnings of things that you need to look out for, Gemini. So pay attention. Keep a dream journal. This could even be people that you don't need to be around. Now, for the most part, I feel like you're going to get over it. I don't feel like somebody's trying to hold you back. I feel like your major problem this month for yourself is going to be self-sabotage. What am I doing that's fucking me up? What am I doing that's, keeping these obstacles in my way? So some of you may be having this hermit moment where it's like, okay, let me pull back. Are these people that I need to be dealing with? Is this going to help me grow? And for some of you, it may be something that does not work for you. For some of you, it may be, is this job going to be something that I want to grow into? Do I want to keep doing it? I may not want to do it. Take that self-reflection. Take that time where spirit is like, step back and figure out what exactly it is. Because I feel like for some, you're cutting away a job or you're cutting away people that it just does not fit with you, especially when we deal with this justice card. Now, you could be dealing with a Libra. But I feel for some of you, maybe there is something that is coming in where you may need this thing mediated. Maybe there is some type of communication problem. And I feel like whether this is with a child, a spouse, or a coworker, that this is something that can be fixed. But it may be something that needs a third party to come into. So if you're having issues at work, it may be time to bring somebody in. If you thought that you could deal with it yourself, it may be time to bring HR in and say, look, I'm having this thing where I'm clashing with this person. Let's talk about it. If this is with family or friends, you may need to bring in Aunt Sue and say, look, I'm trying to get through to this person. It's not happening. I need you to come in and help me out. Help me, get through to them. But I feel like there's something with clear communication that's coming through. And for some of you, you have to take a step back and then come back in and deal with it. Now, I do feel you could be dealing with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got the Queen of Cups. We got the King of Cups. This could be a mother and father. You might have somebody that has a business that is offering you something. I want to say a mom and a pop business. You may have a mom and a pop business where you're trying to grow it, because I feel like it's more so business wise. So some of you may be entrepreneurs. where you want to open something up. But I feel like that there's something with a mentor, whether this is you mentoring people and this is part of your business, or whether somebody is taking you under their wings to teach you how to start a business. I feel like there's going to be some opportunities that come in that are going to be signing contracts, and they're long term. We're getting ready to go on an adventure or explore something, but it's going to take a lot of your time. It's going to take a lot of your energy, and it's going to take a commitment. Some of you may be deciding, because things are opening back up, that I'm going to restructure my business. Maybe I'm calling in a business consultant. Maybe I'm calling in some friends to help me out, but I want to go ahead and take it to that next level. Some of you could be opening a business with family and you want to take it to the next level. I do feel that there's some contracts that are going to be coming in that definitely are going to tie you to a place for a little bit. So I will say that if this is business wise in corporate America, if you're getting a brick and mortar, if you're getting an LLC, whatever it is, make sure you talk with your attorney, or you take the time to really look at this paperwork and make sure that you're getting everything that you need. Because for some of you, this may take you to a different place. Some of you may be making a long-term commitment that may require travel or actually a move. This could be relocation. Some of you may find yourself going to a place that is colder or warmer. I mean, we got two different extremes. But I feel like there could be a job opportunity or an offer that's coming in that may take you somewhere else. Some of you could possibly marry someone who is going to be getting a job that takes them somewhere else. And then there's a decision like, do I go? Do I want to go? Because with the Eight of Cups, we got leaving something behind. This could be this person trying to pack up their house. Now, I feel like a lot of times with this card, this is depression. But for some of you, it could literally be an opportunity that's coming in, but you're going to have to leave something behind. If you look, the door is open. There's a stairway. So this person could be walking away from this stuff and going towards a more peaceful life, but maybe they're concerned about it. Their head is down, so they're not really seeing the possibilities that are ahead of them. Some of you are going to be walking away from something that maybe you felt attached to. Maybe you felt like it had some type of growth or meaning. Maybe this was a business with COVID hitting that it's not producing the way you want it to produce, and you're thinking, okay, I have to walk away from it. And maybe I'm making another long-term commitment, or maybe I'm taking another job. There could be some depression about having to leave something behind. For a few of you, I definitely feel like there's something that opens up another door for you, because we got a life change that's coming in, but it may require you to walk away from something. And for some of you, I do feel like this is going to be a good positive thing. You may not feel that way, Gemini. There may be a move that comes in that takes you out of your environment and it challenges you. And you're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But Spirit is bringing it in because you need to do it. For some of you, it's almost like you've been too complacent, whether this is stuck in one place or an environment, or literally stuck in your mind about what you want to do. Spirit is like, come on, let's go. Let's move. So we're going to take some things away from you to make you push you in a different direction. So some of you may not have a choice with this. You may not have a choice with what's coming in, and it may cause some type of depression. For some of you, you're dealing with chronic depression anyway. That's why the addiction is there. Maybe you're trying to self-medicate because you have anxiety, or you're trying to self-medicate because you feel lonely. Will not apply to everyone, but I feel like for some of you, there's addictions there because they're trying to fill a void. Something that I'm not getting, I'm trying to fill. And I think Spirit is taking you to the edge of that, where it's like, okay, whatever you were doing, it's not working anymore. So maybe now we need to move on. Maybe we need to make a long-term commitment to something, whether this is your sobriety, your health, your dedication for a job or an opportunity, or maybe you just need to move from this environment that you've been stuck in because you need fresh energy to come in. I do see with the King of Wands, if we read this as a person, could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And it was right beside this Eight of Cups. Some of you could be walking away from a fire sign person. Some of you, this fire sign person could be walking away from you. It's interesting because with one, I feel like he's legally blind and he's seeing something or he's moving towards an energy that he doesn't really know what's going to happen, but he's just going to like, I'm going to keep moving. I don't know what's going on around me, but I feel like I have support and I'm going to keep moving. So some of you could have been dealing with a fire sign where they're like, you know what, things didn't work out. I don't know what's going to happen at this point, but I'm going to keep moving. For some of you, there could have been an end of a contract with this person, whether this is the end of a friendship, end of a business with this person. And you could be feeling some kind of way, Gemini. There could be some depression that's going on with this. There could be a little bit of confusion that's going on with this. I will say don't dwell on it because I feel like there's opportunities that are coming in, but some of you need to move forward. You need to move out of your environment. You may be leaving a place for another place. With the Three of Coins, I feel like making connections with people. Now, I always see this as a railroad, which is really interesting because my son was telling me about a job with a railroad. So for some of you, you could, like I said at the beginning, could be getting something with transportation. Some of you might be moving somewhere. Three of Coins is normally mentoring or apprenticeship, learning or connecting with a group of people so that you can learn. So for a few of you, you may even be getting a job where you're working as a team. Some of you, if you have your own business, you could be bringing in people to build on this business. Some of you could be networking with people to put yourself out there more because we got the star card, putting you in front of a camera. People are recognizing you. In this card, we have some type of earthquake or rubble, and everything has dropped down, and people are like, help me, help me, help me, pay attention to me. And they're fixated on this person, this child. She's pulling them up. So some of you are going to be connecting with some people or networking with people that are literally going to help you be seen, give you visibility, possibly even inspire or motivate you. You may be signing long-term contracts. So this could be putting yourself out there where you literally are in the spotlight, in front of the camera, where people know you. But it may come at a cost of having to let something go that maybe at some point meant something to you. It kind of reminds me, and I'm trying to think of who the reading was. Was it Aries, Taurus? Some of you could be connected to a Taurus person because I think it was Taurus, where it was like signing some type of contract or making some type of partnership that elevates, that elevates. A mentor, connecting with someone that either helps you get out of this rut, pushes you to the next thing, or either you sever ties with that situation so that you can shine. But it is showing that there's some action. And I felt like with Taurus too, that whole reading was about action. Not talking about it, but actually being about it. And it looks like Gemini, it's going to be the same energy with you. You have things that did not work out. And there's a depression, there's an anxiety. For some of you with that Nine of Swords, I can't sleep at night because things are not working out the way I wanted them to work out. I may have to change jobs. I may have to end a friendship. I may have to end a relationship. And then we got the Devil card. Maybe I need a glass of wine. Maybe I need to smoke a little weed to help me get past this. The Hermit card is like, I need a little time to figure out what my next step is going to be because something that I really wanted didn't work out the way I wanted to. And now I got to walk away from it. But it shows that you're moving towards something that gives you some type of longevity and foundation. And you have support from people around you that seem to be helping you get this dream established. And the star card is putting you out there in the spotlight where you're being seen for what you need to be, your skill set. What are you doing? There's a positive energy with the star card. Something that looked like it ended that maybe you weren't too happy about. It stressed you out though. Some of you were in a situation that stressed you out. I can't sleep. I'm not getting enough rest. I got to take some pills to go to sleep at night. I got to drink a glass of wine. The Hermit card to me is somebody who is lonely, but maybe this is where you find yourself, Gemini. Some of you may be pushing yourself out there, but maybe you need some self-reflection. I need to pull away from people and figure out what I need to do, what I want to do. Some of you, I feel like you do want love, but maybe you're having connections with the wrong people, and it's because there's a part of you that needs to heal. I feel like some of you may have really been hurt in a relationship, And when it comes time to looking at things squarely, it hurts. There's pain. There's pain. I don't want to address. You can't keep letting these red notices pile up, Gemini. For those that don't want to pay this bill, it's going to still be there. Some of you, I don't know why I got like collection companies or whatever bugging you. You either need to make arrangements with them or you need to delete them, the numbers and stuff. If you're going to go ahead and let it go to your credit, I don't know where that came in, but maybe that's a specific message for someone because I feel like you're being harassed because of not wanting to see something. And it could be that your focus is off. You got too many other things that are distracting you. Some of you might be changing yourself. You might be getting some new ink. You might be dyeing your hair. You might be getting some piercings. But I feel like it's in a way to distract you from something that needs to be dealt with. You're going to get past this energy though, Gemini. Whatever this is that you feel like you have to defend yourself from, whatever this is that you feel like you have to self-medicate yourself with, it looks like there's some type of spiritual growth or spiritual epiphany that maybe brings something to light. I don't want to do this anymore. This is not working for me. I need to walk away because I have better connections or support that are waiting for me. And it's putting me in a better position. It's putting me in a position where I'm getting some type of positive reinforcement or recognition from people around me. And I'm making a long-term commitment to something that is working for me. Some of you, it's going to be a move away from someone. They may not agree with it, but you got to do it. For a few, you're leaving a job, but you're moving towards something that brings in longevity, recognition. Some of you may be actually deciding to go to rehab, and it may be a struggle for you. Maybe that's that self-reflection. I need to get some help. If you're dealing with somebody who has a addiction problem, it may even be like I need to disconnect from this person so that I can move forward. And I think I saw that in Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. Whatever it is, Gemini, you have big changes that are coming in. There's moves that are coming in. There's jobs. And it looks like the slate is wide open, but there could be this fear of, is this going to be right for me? Because I'm leaving something and I'm going to make a commitment to something else. But it looks like it's the right thing because the star card is showing you have support, you have positive energy that is coming in, the ancestors on the other side. Because the star card to me is always spirit. It's saying, we got you. We are going to go ahead and hold you up. There's something that comes in that brings you into the spotlight. And some of you may have a problem with that, but it looks like it could be your destiny. If you've been wanting this, then it's right up your alley. For those that are kind of like, I don't know if I want it, I feel like that there's spirit is moving you out of this rut, out of whatever this thing is, because it's like there's something better. Be open to it. Be open to it. I didn't see the Fool card. And I feel like for some of you, you're not going to just jump. You're going to overthink it and overthink it and overthink it. Have your glass of wine, overthink it some more. And I'm going to tell you right now, you may be wasting time with it. You may have to go ahead and take a step back, reflect, and say, okay, it's time for me to make this change. How do I do it? Step A, step B, step C. How do I do it? So that I get to that star moment where I'm getting some type of positive energy or reinforcement that I've been wanting all along, but I was stuck in this place. And I think for a lot of you, because you're breaking out of it and it's showing you moving towards the star card, you want it. You just have been in a funk, a brain funk, and it's finally clearing up. And it's time for you to go ahead and put that action, start walking towards it, because the destiny of it is really, really good and good energy. All right, Geminis, I love you.